Intrinsic Archives. My name is Verlaine, but you can call me V. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. In this channel, we do beauty discussions and lots of commentary. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, go ahead and like and comment down below. If you're feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Show your girl some love and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to follow me on my social media, CoffeebeanVee. Ciara's prayer. Let's talk about it. So Summer Walker has recently come out with her new album, and Ciara's Prayer was also debuted as one of these songs, one of the EPs, poems, ballads, whatever you want to call it. People have been begging for Ciara's Prayer since she married Russell, and now she has finally delivered it. And all these women are praying this exact prayer as if that's gonna get them a good man. I have so many thoughts about this. I don't understand. No, let me not say that. I do understand. When you are single, especially for an extended period of time, and you are so ready to be in a relationship, to be married, to be a wife, things like this, it makes sense. Like, you want to participate because you're just like, well, if it worked for her, why won't it work for me? And baby, Ciara's prayer is not going to work for you. So sorry. I hate to break it to you. One of the most interesting things, especially when it comes to women in relationships, is that we will take any advice when it comes to getting a man, keeping a man, following a man, sniffing a man. This is why Ciara's prayer won't work for you. It's her prayer. This was something that was extremely intimate between her and God in regards to what she needed, what she was looking for. She had reached a certain point in her life where she was tired of these men. She was tired of people playing her. She was in a situation with her child where she was just like, God, I need a husband. When you are in those type of situations and you get on your knees and you pray to God, that is when your heart is almost pouring out to the man and you're saying, Lord, this is what I need. This is what I'm looking for. I'm leaning on you. I give it to you. And you sit back and you wait. And you don't just sit and wait and try to talk to this person, that person, and the other person just to get a response. You sit and you wait and you work on yourself. A lot of women fail to realize is that when you work on yourself and when you give it to, first of all, give it to God and let him control the narrative. When you're working on yourself, the love of your life may pop up. It could have been right under your nose and you would have never noticed it. But since you're looking up everybody's behind and you're sniffing for a husband high and low, you miss your opportunity. A lot of women are, excuse me for saying this, so desperate for love that they're willing to settle for any person that gives them a little bit of attention and calls them pretty. And it's so sad because a lot of women are settling for way less, for so less, purely because they are not able to wait. They are not able to give God control, and they are not able to work on themselves. Baby, you're praying for a husband. Are you ready for a husband? Are you ready? And I'm not talking about gender roles, like can you cook, can you clean? Are you physically ready for a husband? Are you spiritually ready for a husband? Have you dealt with your past trauma? Are you dealing with your daddy issues? Are you getting therapy? Do you know how to communicate? All these different ideas and things that makes a relationship work, you're not even ready for. You have not even prepared yourself. You have not even bettered yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and yet you're begging for a husband. I'm telling you, if you have not situated your toxic traits, your husband may come and go, baby, and it's gonna fly right past you because he's not gonna stay if you're toxic. And a lot of people don't tend to realize how toxic they truly can be until they change, they learn, they grow, and they look back and be like, wow, I did that? Like, I was crazy like that? I couldn't communicate? And it's baffling when a lot of people can't seem to understand that. Sometimes you doing your own thing, you chilling, you bettering yourself, getting your education, getting your money up, getting therapy, you handling and treating yourself right and learning self-love and doing all these individual things to better yourself, that's when God is like, right, here's your husband. And then from there, it's more work. It's just a lot of work. And people are just so desperate for love that they're sitting here reciting Ciara's prayer like a poetry slam to God. And God's sitting here looking like, I'm confused. I don't get it. Ciara's prayer is not gonna work for you, babe, because it was Ciara's prayer. This is something that was between her and God. That was an extremely intimate moment. And it's completely up to her if she wanted to share it. But at the end of the day, if you're reciting it like a nursery rhyme, baby, God's gonna look at you and be like, next. I don't understand what it is. It makes me feel so sad because a lot of women do not know their self-worth. A lot of women do not have any self-love for themselves. They are still dealing with past traumas. They are still dealing with family issues. They are still dealing with their own toxic traits that their husband may have came and went, and because they were so toxic and they didn't have good communication skills and the woman wasn't doing her thing, she lost that chance. And for me, it's just like, do not rely on Ciara's prayer to get you a husband, baby, because it's not going to do it. At the end of the day, first of all, you need to pray on your own accord. You need to build up your relationship with God and have that one-on-one conversation of what you need. Because right now you think you need a husband and God's just like, no, you don't need that right now. That's truly the case. And I know when you're single, it gets tiring. It gets frustrating. When you see everyone around you booed up or married, or especially when you hit a certain age. I'm telling you, well into your mid-20s, sometimes even early 20s, depending on the person. But when you hit your mid-20s, early 30s, God forbid 40, 50, 60s, you're really just like, okay, God, I need a husband. And society tends to put this pressure on women that they need to be married by a certain time. And when you're watching everyone else, you're watching Ciara, all married up and living the life you want to live, and you see people around you all booed up and all romanticized and all these different things. You're seeing households being built, you're seeing empires being, done. It makes you just almost envious, like, God, when is it my turn? When is it my ring that's coming in? When is it my husband that you're gonna present to me? Sometimes you have to just give God control and wait. You can pray, definitely pray, but if you're not actively working on yourself, if you do not know your self-worth, if you do not, really challenge yourself and get better, you're not gonna get a husband. And let me tell you something, you think that the devil doesn't hear you praying? That's a joke. The devil hears you praying. So you don't think that he's gonna just slide some men in that cast of bachelors? But because you're so desperate for love, because you don't know your self-worth, you're not treating yourself good, you dealing with low self-esteem or whatever mental issues you're dealing with or battling with, you're gonna take it because that's what you think that you deserve. And baby, you can't settle for less. If Ciara had settled, she wouldn't have landed her husband if she would have settled for Future. You know what I mean? So, in conclusion, Ciara's prayer will not work for you. So you can continue, speaking it. Go ahead, baby. Have it memorized. Go ahead, speak it up like a nursery rhyme. But at the end of the day, it's not going to do anything for you if you don't do anything for you. It's not going to do anything for you if you do not give it to God. It's not going to do anything for you if you are not actively working on yourself and doing your own thing. Stay single. Stop looking around for opportunities. Stop looking around for selections, because at the end of the day, when God thinks you're ready, he will bring you a husband and you won't even realize it until he's there. He could be right under your nose. So, yeah, chill. Stop it. Stop it. That is my video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please tell me how you feel down below. I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and I would love to see you in my next video. Bye.